everyone, my name is Ellie. I'm a curriculum developer at Codédex, and I have been writing coding courses for about 3 years now and studied information science at the University of Illinois. And I learned to code in about 2018, 2017. This is a video on how I would learn to code if I could start over in 2026. Because I started learning to code in 2017-ish, I was learning Python, I was learning HTML, CSS. Coding and the coding world and everything looks so much more different today with AI. We've probably maybe heard the term vibe coding before. And so this is something that transferred over into this new terminology called agentic engineering. And so software engineers now and into the job market is changing. Basically, you have to learn how to code alongside these coding agents like on Cursor and GitHub Copilot, things like that. And so the short answer is yes, you still need to learn how to code if you want to be a software engineer or work with technology or work with AI in some way, shape, or form. The fundamentals are still going to be the same. And because it is 2026, AI is still not perfect. So you need a fundamental basis. And for me, that would be Python or C++. I think learning the basics and fundamentals of either language is going to really help you. It's going to set up a great foundation for the rest of your coding journey. From then on up to that point, let's say you have taken the Python course on Codédex or the Java course, and now you're thinking to yourself, what next? You now need to take what you learned and apply it to different areas of interest of yours. So my top choices would definitely be the data science, machine learning path. And so that one, it's pretty popular. There's a lot of people who are interested in that area. You would need to learn Python libraries. So I would suggest to start off with Python for this one. If you happen to be interested in game development, for example, then that would be something that I would start with C#, and then thereon learn a game engine, and then continue on through your journey there with different programs, projects, etc. And let's say that you have heard of HTML or CSS, JavaScript, then that would be perfect if you want to figure out, if you're curious what that is. Those languages are going to specifically be for web development, making applications, web applications. If you're interested in making games or apps on iPhone, Android, then Flutter, Swift is going to be something that you would want to learn or pick up. And so that is where the distinction will lie, and based off of what you do after you learn a fundamental language. So in summary, you choose a language and then you learn the fundamentals. Then after that, you start building something that you want to build. Writing lines of code isn't exactly what programmers and software engineers are doing anymore. It's outdated, but it's important to still understand what code is being produced. And so once you're able to understand the fundamentals, you can then use AI or AI coding agents to then help you get you across the finish line to whatever project or app that you are building. Overall, my biggest tip is to learn by doing. You're never actually going to figure out how something works if you don't approach it or handle it on your own. Back when I was learning to code, it was designing the website myself, figuring out how the HTML works, where things went, what keywords to use. Those just aren't the things that we're focusing on anymore. And it's about what projects that you can build out at a larger scale. But these are projects that really just depend on you and whatever you want to build. Thank you so much for watching. If you found this helpful, be sure to check out Codédex, and we have a ton of tutorials for you to check out if you are starting your coding journey, plus community, plus a Discord server for you to check out and ask questions on. Thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you all in the next video.